you really want me on the team? What's your approach to recruitment?
You want first place, come play with me. You want second place, go somewhere else. Like, I would watch Magic play. I'd watch Michael play.
Playing all the way.
And I would see them do these unbelievable things, and I'd say, you know, can I get to that level? I don't know, but let's find out. That's why he's the best player in the game.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sade's Tarot Tea. So I tried to find a video of him where it was mostly Kobe speaking, but we'll see how I edit this part so that I can get into his energy and really understand who Kobe Bryant was. I never really followed his journey, so I know a lot of you guys are wanting this reading for closure. All day today, I've been meditating on Kobe Bryant's energy because I want to try to understand him as a person, and that is what we as empaths seek to do, we as psychics seek to do. So my place here is not to judge him for anything that comes out, if there is anything that needs to come out about things. I was already meditating on his energy, which is why I lit a yellow candle for him. Well, I didn't have purple, obviously, because, you know, he was a part of the Lakers. But, I don't know, I was called to light this yellow candle for him. I just kept getting drawn to this yellow candle for him because I looked at his chart. I don't think I saw Leo or anything like that. So maybe his rising was in Leo. But he was very drawn to, yellow or, very bright colors. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do white, which for purity, and I'm gonna do for his daughter. I lit a candle for GiGi, which is, I'm wearing white as well. I don't know, when I think of GiGi, I think of her being very pure, and her energy is actually re-cleansing itself from all of the things that she experienced on this earth. Not saying she was a bad person or anything like that, but I feel it's interesting tapping a 13-year-old going into heaven. Even if they are pure going into heaven, she's being reborn is what I'm trying to say. And Kobe, I lit a yellow candle for him because I feel I don't know, I just feel like he was really drawn to yellow or bright, really bright colors. You know, yellow was actually the only bright color I had. So, Kobe, thank you so much for coming through. I didn't really vibe with your energy too tough, but with that set aside, I'm not saying that he was a bad dude or anything like that, guys. I just never vibed with him, you know what I mean? I never spent time to, get to know him, and, you know, I will tell you one thing, though, Kobe, you have a very powerful energy about you. Very intimidating, As I was meditating, guys, I think maybe that's what I misread his energy for. He was checking me. He was like, you know, I know you think I'm cocky and, you know, all this stuff. Guys, better be checking me. But he was talking to me. He was so ready to talk to me. But basically he was like, you know, I know you think that my energy comes off very cocky, and I understand because I did have I'm just being honest with you guys, okay? Please don't take this as hate towards him. I was debating whether or not I should even say this because people would get mad and be like, oh my god, the man just died and you're talking about how he's cocky. I'm being honest. I'm keeping it real with you guys. This is part of where I'm honest. You know what I mean? I was really unsure if I should do a reading on him because I didn't vibe with his energy. Not saying he's a bad person. He's not. But his energy always, when I would feel it, it kind of would, rub me the wrong way. I was I don't know, if I want to read on him, just because I don't want this to be about my opinion at all. But, you know, Kobe wants me to be honest because he was a very honest dude. You know, he wants me to talk about how, you know, he was kind of, laughing at me and was you know, I know you think my energy is, very cocky and you think I'm a cocky person, and yeah, I'm cocky, but, you know, in certain ways, I'm also not. I'm a very humble type of dude. I just like to carry myself in a very cocky, way, you know? But I want you to get to know me, and I want to let you into my energy so that you can help others to understand me. Because he did, not just with me, guys, like Kobe understands that he did rub people the wrong way because he was so confident, you know, and those that, you know, that's very, I believe I checked out his chart, but I'll post it here as well. But I want to say this too because I'm being honest, you know, I'm not going to get up here and be like, oh, you know, I'm all like perfect and I, you know, and I vibe with every spirit that passes. No, that's not true. Like, there are spirits that I don't vibe with, you know what I mean? And that's normal, that's human. And I'm not going to get up here and like act like I'm, you know, like I'm not, like I vibed with him. I didn't vibe with him. But the thing is about being empathic and being psychic is I want to learn. I want to learn about him. I want to see what he's about. You know what I mean? And I meditated and I said, you know, Kobe, like if you, I understand, like I thought this about you, I thought this about you, but let me educate me because that's what you did, like on this earth, is you educated people. And he's like, all right, okay. He like respected that. And then, because I thought I was gonna get a no, guys. I honestly thought I was gonna get a no. I kid you guys not. I was like ready for him to say no to me. But he actually was talking to me. Like he was quick to talk to me. He was like, blah, like so Libra of him. Like he's a Virgo, but he's on the he is a Virgo, but he's on the cusp of Libra too. And y'all know how I feel about them Libras, right? So I that's not even important though. I meditated on his energy. I'm just being honest, guys. I meditated on his energy. I said, Kobe, like I didn't vibe with your energy on this earth. I thought you were very cocky, you know, and like you feel like you moved and did things very selfishly and you hurt a lot of people, I felt, but you also inspired a lot of people while you were here. And you know, he appreciated the fact that I saw through his soul. Like he was like, you're right, like people put me on this like pedestal, but honestly, like I do feel at Kobe's core he's a good person. I'm not, guys, please don't take this the wrong way or think I'm saying he's a bad person. Like I'm just being honest and saying I didn't know if I was going to do a reading on him, and some of you guys want me to because, you know, you guys like my Nipsey reading. I want to give Kobe the same chance to have that reading. You know what I mean? So please, if you're going to watch this video and if anything honest comes out about him, it is spirit speaking. I'm speaking strictly through spirit because I want to make sure that Kobe's okay. I at first, as I pulled cards on him, guys, I kept getting, jumping into his reading, I kept getting the Seven of Swords for Kobe, and I got the Ten of Swords for him in my other deck. I shuffled with two decks, and I will pull on his daughter as well and his family to make sure that they're, how they're doing. So this might, you know, y'all act like it's a surprise that I'm doing long ass videos. Like I've been doing long videos. So my last two videos, people were like, dang, the video's long. I'm like, y'all, I've been doing long ass videos, you know? So I said that to say this, is that Kobe's reading, it's probably going to get long like Nipsey's. So if you guys are interested in what I have to say about Kobe and what comes out for him and what Spirit says about him, then please keep watching. So like I said, the Seven of Swords, I kept getting for him. And like I said, guys, he was very quick to speak to me, and Spirit was very quick to speak with me. He actually, I had to go through, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had to go through his ancestors first. I had to go through his spirit guides. Kobe is spiritually protected. He's always been very spiritually protected. He's a very spiritual type of energy. It was not hard for him to pass, okay? Like it was not hard for him. Yes, he was struggling. He feels upset. He feels very like distraught that he left his family, and he's really worried about them. Of course, you know, he's worried about his wife. I don't know if Kobe had like another, I don't know if there was another woman that he really cared about. I don't want to air his laundry out, but I keep picking up on two women in his life that were very important to him. So I don't know if he had an ex-wife or someone that, you know, maybe his mother. It could be his mom. I don't want to like, you know, I don't want to speak on things I don't know, right? Okay, so if you guys know anything about that, then please put it below. Or maybe, I don't know if his mom passed or what, like, but there are two women coming out that he's very close with and he's worried about. So I don't know if this woman is alive still. I feel like she could be. Yeah, but definitely his wife is coming through. Um, so, or if he was married twice, I keep hearing ex-wife. So let me know if you guys know anything about that. I'll also post it when I put the description below, like if I was correct on that. So it could be a mom, his mother I'm picking up on, or I know it's another woman I'm picking up on. So he's really worried about he's worried about them. Okay, and he was very close with his family. He's a very family oriented person. He's glad that his daughter is with him. GiGi is with him, but I feel like he's worried about his other kids. So again, I don't know much about Kobe, but I am hearing that there's another kid that he's worried about, or another daughter, or another son. So again, guys, let me know if he had other kids, or maybe it's like literally the youth he's worried about that he touched, because he is telling me that he was a part of other like charity organizations where he would go out and speak to the kids. He was very big on kids that were in the projects. Like he was super big on that. Like he and like kids that would go to like, you know, places like the YMCA that were trying to like make something of their life, because he has a really soft spot for kids that are coming up and don't have much, you know what I mean? I feel like he didn't have the best like he didn't have like what am I trying to say? He didn't have things handed to him is what I'm trying to say. He didn't have things handed to him. He was very much he earned and worked for everything he had, and I will give that to him. He's very dedicated. Well, I'll give a lot of things to him, but that is one thing that no one can take from him, is that this man was dedicated, like dedicated to his craft. He was such a perfectionist, which doesn't surprise me because he has that Virgo energy. He was super dedicated to his craft. He was super into what he was doing, and he had like tunnel vision. He had full focus on whatever he was doing. So I was wanted to loop back to what I was saying about his spirit guides and his ancestors. Kobe is really spiritually protected, so I had to really like cleanse myself of today, because I did work today, and I had to come at him and his spirit guides and his ancestors. I had to go through first. I feel there's as I'm speaking of his ancestors or his spirit guides, I feel like there's this woman figure. I keep picking up on this womanly figure. She feels very wise around him. So again, guys, I don't know if this is his mother or someone in his ancestral line, where he was very much connected to this woman. I had to ask her if it was okay. And so I did go up to her and I asked, is this okay? If, you know, like I said, he's very spiritually protected. So I won't be surprised if for us tarot readers, if it will be very hard for us to read on Kobe, because he's blocked. Like there is a part of Kobe that is blocked. So you have to like really get through to his family that has passed, or his family down the line that has passed and that have are watching over him. That I will say immediately is he's so protected. And I think because I'm naturally curious, and I have a good light about me, because Kobe's one of his gift is that he could see auras, and his family gave that to him when he was young. He was always able to like move very, like I'm seeing him as a little boy. When he would get close to people, he knew who to keep around him. This is a gift he had to really channel when he was young, and like he had to grow up to channel more. He was kind of scared of it. He's telling me when he was younger, and his spirit guides and acts, because they're all talking to me. Okay, guys, like sorry, I don't mean to sound crazy, but it's just like I have to go through them, because more so them, and they are letting him speak to me a little bit, and he was starting to speak to me, but they're like, hold on, like you know, he's very eager. He's very eager to get a message across. So but the thing is that he is so spiritually protected that we have to go through his family first before he can say something, you know? So if this comes out confusing, I'm sorry guys. Bear with me, okay? But yes, I'm hearing them both say, and I'm hearing more so Kobe say when he was younger as well, like he's showing me when he was young, like I'm seeing him on the basketball court, and he was always into basketball. Like that was his oh wow. Okay, I'm picking up on some abuse around his mom or like an aunt. Someone, like, again, this woman figure. He was very protective, like, very protective. Oh my God, Kobe. Okay. Yeah, he was very protective. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting visions as I'm seeing him. Okay. Okay, he's telling me where his love of basketball came from. Aww. He's so cute. Even in like the spiritual realm, he's still thinking about basketball. That is so adorable. And his daughter, of course. And his family. Okay, guys. Um, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean for that to like. Oh God. Okay. I didn't expect that. Okay, so he's showing me when he was on the basketball court, and he used basketball as a way to cope. Which is why he had such tunnel vision for it. He's always had a love of basketball. It's so nice to see that. He's always had this love of basketball, but he used basketball as like a coping mechanism or any type. He was into other sports too, he's telling me, but basketball was the main thing that he really appreciated. And he would try to get on all of the teams. He even, does anyone know if I feel he's telling me he didn't like school. He's telling me he didn't like school. He just got bored. Like he's saying he had a short attention span about school, but he would still like, his mom really stressed education to him. So there were a couple of times where Kobe wanted to drop out of school. So again, guys, I don't know much about his education or anything about Kobe. Like, I'm telling you guys, I really do not know anything about his life, okay? Like, so it's not making sense, but he's showing me that he did not like school, but he persevered. Like, he did feel, because of his mom, that having an education was important, but also he didn't like that route because he felt he was smart. Like, he's super, like, this doesn't surprise me because he has that Libra, and Libra men, even though I don't really care for their energy, Libra men are super smart. They're very smart and they're very observant. And if they don't like something, they will find other alternatives to get the job done. So he would do other things, he's telling me, to get the job done. Yeah. He's also showing me, I keep getting pointed to my Ten of Swords card. Let me see if I can pull that out for you guys. This is the card that keeps popping up in my mind. He's very angry. He's very angry that he had to leave the way he did. And there is guilt. Something was telling Kobe not to get on that helicopter. And I know I've said this in past readings, but he didn't know he was going to die. Okay, guys? He didn't know he was going to pass. But something was telling him that day to not get on that helicopter. Something was telling him. I think he had heard too that there could be problems with it, or there were like small problems, but Kobe was telling me that in his spirit guides and his family, they're telling him to tell me as well, that he wants his family to be okay. He knows it's hard, but he's saying to me that everything happens for a reason, and he knows that there's a bigger purpose for his passing, and he understands that people are very upset, but please don't hold any animosity or don't question it. It's just what it is. That's what I keep getting from him. He's more distraught over his family. So I'm gonna pull cards on his family and see if there's anything he wants to say to them. I'm sure there is, but yeah. He is private. I'm getting that energy from him. He's very private, but he's really stressing to me about how like he loved basketball and that was his solitude, and how he still like he remembers the day that he started playing and how passionate and how good it made him feel. And what I was going to say is I was picking up on some type of abuse around his family, a woman figure that was really important to him, and he would leave the house and go to the basketball court that was around, that was in his block. Like, he would go play. I didn't touch on this before, but he's stressing this. Like, he really, he goes back to that place where, oh wow, okay. So as he's passing, guys, he is having to relive his childhood so that he can heal, because there was a lot of pain that happened in his family. There was a lot of pain that happened in his family, and he's like really distraught about that. Like, yeah. So basically, him transitioning is him going through the cycle. He really wanted friends that he could trust as well. I mean, there were people around him that he could trust, but it was really hard at the same time because people, I mean, he likes to joke around. He's like kind of like saying he had haters. But he's saying he had haters, but yeah. He's stressing about the haters. He's so annoying. I can't with you, Kobe. So, guys, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and channel the day that he passed. I want to see what energy was around him. Okay, guys. So I asked what state was Kobe Bryant in around the time that he had passed, like before he had passed away. Again, guys, the energy is still setting. So Kobe is still in this transition mode. So again, like I said, I'm going through his spirit guides and his ancestors, as well as much as they will allow me to speak on him. So what I'm feeling is Kobe definitely was on his way with his, I mean, he was with his daughter, of course, as we know, and she is coming out as the Page of Cups. I don't know what sign his daughter is, but this is his daughter. And he was irritated, actually. I'm feeling he was irritated. Like, something wasn't going right. I guess, like, not with his daughter, but he was irritated with the way his day was going. Like, he was just very in his head, and he was very anxious. He was very mad, and like, I shouldn't say like mad, but he was like annoyed. I'm picking up on this very, like, his spirit guides and everyone are showing that's around him right now because they're protecting him, like I said. But they're showing me that he was very, like, distraught. Like, he was annoyed. I keep getting this flustered, annoyed energy from him, and he keeps coming out as the King of Wands. He was like, I want to get there now. Like, I want to get there now. Like, let's just go. Like, I don't know. Like, things were telling him not to go, but he didn't listen to his intuition, which the Page of Cups speaks of intuition as well. I feel like something was up with his daughter too. I feel like he wasn't mad at his daughter or anything, but I feel like maybe she wasn't feeling well, or like he was just in a rush. Like, he was in a hurry to go. Like, he was very annoyed. He was very annoyed. I keep picking up on him being annoyed. Not, like I said, not with his daughter, but maybe there was something going on with his daughter. I'm getting the Eight of, like, maybe she was sick or something. I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe something had happened with his money. Maybe something like he felt like he was wasting his money on a plane, on this helicopter trip, or he was just in a very, like, flustered mindset, like, but he wasn't listening to his intuition. Like, I'm telling you guys, I had already said that about Kobe. He wasn't listening to his intuition, and something was happening with his daughter. I don't know if she had any, like, I don't know if she didn't feel well that day. Maybe she had the flu, or maybe she had like a cold or something. Like, he wanted to make sure she was okay, and like, things were going wrong. Like, just everything was going wrong that day, and everything was telling him to, like, go back, like, turn around, like, just go back another day. But he was like, no, like, he was determined. Like, because when Kobe wanted to do something, he was very determined. Like, I'm sure you guys know that being his fan, but like, Kobe was like just very determined, and everything that day was just going wrong. I keep feeling him annoyed because he liked to plan out his day. Like, he had moments where he was spontaneous, but he also liked planning out his day. And he wanted this day to be very special with his daughter. So I don't know if it was like her birthday, or is she just like, they want, like, like he had spent a lot of money, like, to take her somewhere. And she went everywhere with him, guys. Like, she was, it's so cute. I mean, we see pictures of them together. Like, that was like his little angel. Like, such a daddy's girl. Like, I'm picking up on her too. Like she's always around him. I see like she liked to hold his hand a lot. She liked to like she's so cute. She liked to be like, I'm your little princess. Like I'm your princess. And he's like, yes, you're my princess. Like it was so cute. Like she was like he's so protective over her. He's blocking, like he doesn't want me to read too much on her, but we'll see if he'll let me. He wants me to mainly focus on him because he's protective over her, but we'll see if he'll let me. I don't want to push it, okay guys, because I'm very flattered that he's allowing me to read on him. And his protectors, like I said. Yeah, but that's what I'm picking up on. He was just very flustered that day, very annoyed. He had a quick temper too. He had a very quick temper, to be honest with you guys. I'm getting this sense of relief as he boarded the helicopter. Like, as he boarded the helicopter or the chopper or whatever, like, as they boarded, he felt better, but there was something still wrong. Like, he felt it in his gut. Like, he was like, something doesn't feel right. He's like, maybe I'm being paranoid. I keep picking that up from him that he did get told that he would overreact a lot. He got told he Kobe got told that he would overreact a lot. So he thought maybe it was just him. Yeah, so I'm picking up on as they boarded the helicopter, I keep hearing his daughter like trying to soothe Kobe because he was just like so irritated. But once like he really loves his daughter. Like and I looked it up too, guys. He has four daughters. So I definitely was picking up on that. And I also wanted to like make sure I kept hearing ex-wife. So Vanessa keeps coming up in his energy. He's really worried about Vanessa, of course. Like why wouldn't he be, and his other kids? So I don't know, guys. I saw in an article, I don't know how accurate this is, but I heard ex-wife. So I don't know if they finalized the divorce and they got remarried, or if they divorced and just never got remarried, and they just still try to make it work. So let me know, guys, because I don't know. I don't know why I keep hearing. I mean, obviously she's probably considered a widow, or an ex-wife now to him because he passed. But let me know, guys, what's going on with that. That's not really important, but I keep about the title, but I keep hearing that. So anyway, guys, that's what I keep feeling around his passing. Before he passed. And I keep like feeling like he just felt very uneasy, very uneasy. But his daughter had a way of like soothing him. Yeah, he was very guarded too. Nine of Wands. He was very guarded that day. Like he just, oh, the Lovers is coming out in the reverse. I'm picking up on him and his wife had an argument. I was already feeling that, but my cards are saying with the Lovers in the reverse. Oh my god, the Death card just came out. I keep picking up that they had an argument that day. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, he was very angry, like they were angry at each other. And oh my god, that's so sad. Oh no, my god, poor Vanessa. I keep picking up on Vanessa's energy, and she feels so guilty, guys. Like, they are, yeah, Four of Wands. I don't know if they were going to renew their vows or if they were going to get remarried, because I kept hearing ex-wife. So let me know, guys, but I kept hearing ex-wife. But I felt that there was some animosity going on between Vanessa and Kobe. Like, she feels really upset, like, about the way they left things. She feels very guilty. She's going through different stages, of course, of grieving, like anger, like, I can't believe you left, and, we were angry at each other, and we didn't make things right. He wants her to, he's trying to soothe her, but she's just so, like, she's just so distraught right now. Very distraught. Oh my god. Yeah, they were arguing. They were arguing a lot. Kobe is showing me it. They were arguing. He wants her to let go of the arguments they had, and he wants her to please, like, Vanessa, please, I know this is gonna take time, but Kobe is feeling like he wants to make things right to her because he's having to come to terms with the fact that he didn't treat her the best while he was here on this earth. So he's gonna make things up to her in the spiritual. I'm surprised he's talking about this. Wow. Guys, I am picking up on this is not important, okay, but I am picking up on his guilt. I keep hearing with the King of Cups, I keep hearing infidelity. Okay, so Kobe, I know Kobe wants to let Vanessa know he is going to make it right and he's sorry. There were things that they were arguing about, and this is coming out, guys. I'm not trying to air him out, but there were things that Kobe is feeling guilty about, and he wants to make it right to her. Which is so sweet, you know what I mean, guys? It just sucks that, he was trying to, also, guys, I'm hearing he was trying to make things right to Vanessa. He was trying to make things right with her and his other kids. So, but Vanessa's very angry. She's very angry. She goes through periods of stages where she's just like, I can't believe, like, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe that we argued before he passed. They were arguing a lot before he passed, and he feels very upset about that. Like that's the one thing he wishes he would have made right. Yeah. I'm surprised, guys, he's talking about this, or that this is what he's choosing to have come out. Like, oh my God. Okay, so let me pull on where he's at. His daughter has a very bright energy about her. Like I said, guys, he's protecting her. So I'm going to respect that and not pull on GiGi. I want to respect that. Okay, guys? He's allowing me to see into his marriage a little bit, or his marriage that he was trying to make better or reconcile about. GiGi is with him. And she's transitioning too. She's gonna be a guy. She's gonna be an angel, which is so beautiful. I'm really wondering what her sign is. Yeah, as I talk about her, Kobe is saying that for me to respect, to not pull on her. So, I'm getting my open up card in the reverse and my detach card and the flow. Like he wants to let Vanessa know, and he wants to let his family know, and Vanessa's family, and the other kids that he had, the other 3 kids that he had, he wants to let them know that she's with him, and they're both processing. They're both in the process of transitioning and making sure that they pass, so that GiGi's gonna be an angel, guys. That is so beautiful. Kobe's gonna be an angel too. I feel more so Kobe will be a spirit guide for Vanessa and his other kids. Yeah, he's getting the teach card in the reverse, as I said that. He has to still learn. He has to still learn how to do that. And GiGi too has to learn, but more so Kobe. Like, I feel like it's easier for kids to become angels because, there's a lot of, there's not that much shedding that they have to do, which is good. But with Kobe, there's a lot of shedding he has to do. There's a lot of he has to detach. He has to detach from the physical. He has to detach from the physical. He's unwilling to open up. He's so guarded. He's very guarded. And that's also him telling me that to not read on GiGi, so I have to respect that. So let's see, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let Kobe rest, but I want to see if there's anything he or his spirit guides or he himself wants to say to me, or to you guys, to leave a message for anybody that respects him, loves him. Okay, so the first thing I felt Kobe say, guys, I'm hearing him as well come through a little bit. Like I said, he's still transitioning, so like I said, there is still some block there, but he does want to at least, let me hear that he wants his wife to, and he still says wife. That's so beautiful. Again, guys, I don't know, like, if that was his ex-wife or what, like, just, that's not important, but he wants Vanessa to know and his kids to know to please keep building the foundation, keep being strong. He wants one of his kids to lead, and well, he'd like for all of his kids to do this, but he wants one of his kids. One of his kids has a natural talent for basketball, and he wants one of his kids to follow in his footsteps and be to lead on his legacy. I keep hearing legacy, which is so beautiful. He doesn't want Vanessa to beat herself up for anything, or he wants to apologize to her, and he wants to like her to only think of the good things and observe the good things. I keep seeing Vanessa has like old videos of them, like she'll like watch the videos and she'll cry, and she'll like be all in her head, and like, what did I do wrong, like what went wrong, I should have stopped him. She's like blaming herself. Vanessa, like, Kobe wants you to forgive yourself. Like, there is nothing you could have done. Like, that Kobe is saying, I was very stubborn. Like, I was a hardhead. Like, I did things that I wanted to do. Like, there was nothing you could have done to, like, make things better or make me. Wow. Wow. I respect him so much, guys. Like, he's owning his shit. Like, that's amazing, Kobe. Like, wow. Like, he's saying, like, I did things that weren't right towards her, and she's still angry about that. She's still angry about a lot of the things I did, like the fights we would have, certain things that I would, when I wasn't being honest with her, I wasn't being an honest man. He wants her to stop thinking about all that. He knows it's gonna take time, but he wants her to think about the good moments, because she had this way, guys, of Vanessa has this very nice light about her, where she would, like, the reason he fell in love with her was because she was just such a bright light. Like, she was his light. Oh my god, he's gonna make me cry. She was such his light, and his kids were his light. Like, they were his motivation to keep going. They were his motivation to keep doing right, and she had so much patience for him, he's saying. Like, she would take him back, like, all the time. She would help him. She would motivate him. When he had moments where he didn't know if he could keep going, or he had injuries, because there were injuries Kobe would have, she was right there picking him back up and making sure he was okay, making sure that he got back on his feet and he did what he had to do to support his family. She was his rock, guys. Like, and I'm focusing on Vanessa because he wants her to know this, so the energy just shifted to her. He wants her to know this. I'm really curious, guys, what was Vanessa's sign? Like, she has good energy. Okay, guys, so I was just curious. I wanted to see Vanessa's chart. So that explains it, why she was such a ride or die. She's a Taurus. Like, oh my god, like, Taurus women have such great energy. Like, every time I feel a Taurus woman's energy, it's so good. Like, his girl was a Taurus, like, and she has her moon in Libra, her Mercury in Gemini, Venus in Aries, and her Mars is in Libra. Wow. Yeah, she has really good energy. I don't know what her rising is, but she has really good energy. But he misses her so much. Vanessa, he misses you so much. Like, he loves you. He keeps stressing about forgiving him. Like, please forgive him. Like, he doesn't want you to hold on to any regret or guilt, or he's saying, like, he's realizing that everything is playing out how it should, and he's like, they're gonna be like set up. Like, Kobe made sure, like, if anything, he was very smart like that. He's making sure that it, like, I don't know, like, he was very wise, guys. Like, he made sure that if anything ever happened to him, that they would be okay, so that's not the issue. I'm not feeling like Vanessa or the kids are like an issue or anything. And also, I think I saw that he has mainly girls, and he is so protective over them. I think one of his daughters likes basketball, because he really wants his kids to be in basketball. Like, like, he wants one of them to follow through his to his legacy. One of them. So I don't know if that was the one he was closest to, which is GiGi, but it feels like it's one of them that's still living. So he wants one of you guys to carry his legacy. Like, he's so proud of all of you. He's proud of Vanessa. He's just going to be watching. He's proud of all of his kids. Like, he's going to be watching, and he's going to be watching over you, Vanessa, and he wants you to please. Like, he keeps stressing this, guys. He wants Vanessa to forgive herself, and he wants her to, like, only think about the good moments that they had. Like, only reminisce on the good moments. I keep being pointed to this observe card. He wants his fans and he wants people that follow through, and he said this to me too, like to observe like his patterns, like observe the mistakes he made. He was big on that. He was big on people learning from his mistakes. He was big on learning from his mistakes. He always studied what he did, and he was always one that would like push himself to be better than he was before, which is that Virgo in his chart. And he always made sure that he really, like, I'm seeing him watch back his like his when he would do his basketball games. I'm seeing him watch back what he did. Like, he was such a perfectionist. Like, he was such a perfectionist. But guys, this was a very touching reading. I hope that anyone that watches my reading gets some type of closure. I'm feeling like Kobe, I don't want to like stay too much in his energy. He really just wanted this to be about who he was as a person and his, you know, his wife, and his kids. Like I said, guys, I couldn't read on GiGi because he's blocking her. So I'm gonna respect that, of course. Why wouldn't I? I hope this brought anybody closure, but what I gathered from him, you know, like I said, I'm an empath. I could go in one way thinking about something, and I said, Kobe, like, teach me, like, you know, like, show me who you were, like, you know. And him and I had a moment. He was like, yeah, I'm cocky, you know what I mean? But look past that, like, look past, like, my cockiness. Like, I know you can you see into people's souls, so see into my soul, you know what I mean? And I'm very honored that he came through as much as he did. Like I said, I'm getting a little drained talking through him or talking for him, so he's getting drained. So I don't want to disrespect him. I'm just so honored that he gave me a chance to really understand him. And what I admire about him, why I see a lot of people really respected him, is he was very driven, you know what I mean? He was a very driven man, and he knows that a lot of you guys are hurting, and he appreciates the tribute that the Grammys did for him. He was looking, he saw that. He loves that you guys are honoring him. But more so, what I feel Kobe wants you guys to know is that focus on the mistakes he made, because you'll learn through his mistakes. He was big on that. He was big on educating people. Like, he loved doing that. And he doesn't mean it in like a cocky way, I feel. He means it in like, learn from his mistakes. Like, learn what he refused to understand on this earth. He's learning it in the spiritual. And I also feel like he is just not, like, he's angry at the way I felt throughout the day too, while I was meditating as well throughout the day on his energy. Because I was trying to decide if I was going to do this reading, but I wanted to make sure I understood him now and throughout the day. What I keep feeling him saying to me is that he's not doing bad. Like, he's transitioning properly, he's passing properly. I know some people get those confused. When someone is passing, they are on the way to dying, okay? Like, their soul is leaving its body. Transitioning through heaven, through the spiritual realm, that's completely different. Those two are not the same thing. There are different realms in heaven and as well as hell. I'm not saying Kobe's going there, okay, guys? I'm just saying there are different realms in heaven and hell that we go through in the spiritual, and in like heaven and hell, like, we go through certain, you know, judgment, you know, like Judgment Day. And that is what I mean by transitioning, okay? Him and his daughter are transitioning. It's kind of scary though, because his daughter is going through the transitions faster than Kobe. Like, they're gonna separate and then they're gonna come back together, because his daughter has to cleanse too as well, but her cleansing won't be as like icky as his, okay? No, this doesn't mean that Kobe is a bad person. It just means that he has a lot that he has to shed, a lot of things that he has to shed and he has to let go of. Like I said, his emotions, that was a big thing for Kobe. Like, he was very guarded. Like, he didn't like opening his emotions up, but he has to learn to let go of that and to shed that in the spiritual. So that is one big major thing. There's a lot of hurt that he carries, and stuff with his wife too. Like he has to let go of a lot of that stuff as well. But his daughter will transition a lot faster than him. I do feel like she's already transitioning, like she's going through the realms of heaven, and she's fine. Like she's fine. I hope Vanessa sees this, and you know, if by chance she sees this, your daughter is doing well. Kobe just has more shedding he has to do, but they will meet up in heaven. So I hope that this has brought anybody that was a Kobe fan, or anyone, he appreciates anyone that respects him, loves him. Shaq, I know Shaq is hurting. He loves you, Shaq. He loves his team. He loves everyone that was a part of his life. Yeah, he really loves you guys, and he thanks you for everything you've taught him. He I see him laughing right now. He loves the moments he shared with his team, his teammates, and his really close friends and his family. Like he's not he's hurt, but he's not angry. Like he's not angry anymore. He's not, surprisingly, he's becoming at peace, but it's slow. It's a slow process. Um yeah, it's a slow process though, because there are some things, again, guys, just because we pass doesn't mean that we don't learn things in the spiritual. He still has things he has to learn, even though he is letting go. He is detaching a bit, but he's still connected to his, of course, his wife and his kids. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video. Again, I understand that he just passed, but I wanted to make sure, I'm not trying to be rude or like inconsiderate. But I just want to make sure that he was okay with it. Like I said, I was expecting him to say no, but he didn't. So he just started talking to me, and I was like, oh, okay, we're doing this, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed my reading on Kobe Bryant. Kobe, my prayers go out to you and your daughter passing as you may pass through. Like I said, guys, I wanted to light candles for him. And as I ended this video, the candle just blew out, so that's interesting. That's telling me that his reading is done, and Kobe approves. So his daughter is still keeping her light on, but Kobe, keep transitioning. You're doing so well, and just keep letting go, guys. Please pray for his family. Please pray for Kobe's transitioning. He is having a little problems, but he's doing it. Pray for his kids, pray for his daughter, pray for his wife and his family and all his friends. You know, he really cares about everybody that was a part of his life. You know, he didn't take those people for granted. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let's please keep it respectful and kind, and, you know, let's just keep it good, okay, guys? Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy my reading. Love and light, everyone. Bye.